Cell by cell, this solar manufacturer has high ambitions to power up the nation.
The next step is to electrically connect all the solar cells together, and that's what this machine does.
The company's receiving funding under the $22.7 billion Future Made in Australia scheme, which promises to revive homegrown manufacturing and turn the country into a renewable superpower.
There is a global race in terms of setting up onshoring of solar manufacturing all around the world. And with the right policy settings, I do feel very strongly that Australia can be highly competitive. How the strings looking, Ken?
They're looking pretty good.
What will that mean for your business?
It's massive. So what that means is it allows us to get to scale, which reduces our costs and allows us to be globally competitive.
But it's going to be a tough market to crack. The industry is dominated by China.
It is true that 80 to 90% of the world's solar panels are produced in one country. However, solar manufacturing costs are changing. They're going to have to compete with nations that now have access to cheaper, cleaner electricity.
In the budget, there's more than $27 million for reforms to support rooftop solar, batteries and EVs. $3.2 billion for technologies deemed critical to energy transition. A tax incentive of $2 per kilogram for green hydrogen produced up to 10 years, and $7 billion for a critical minerals production tax incentive, worth 10% of processing and refining costs.
That'll allow Australia not just to do the mining, but to move one step further at value add.
Renascor Resources is another winner from the Future Made in Australia plan. It's getting funds to fast-track its graphite mine in South Australia.
We would expect the bulk of the material that we're going to be mining and then refining here in Australia to wind up in lithium-ion batteries and then go into electric vehicles.
To qualify for government funding, businesses must fit within the National Investment Framework, which focuses on green industries that help reduce emissions or contribute to economic security.
Speaking before the budget was handed down, former ACCC Chair Rod Sims offered a warning on how the support should work.
If you are going to subsidise manufacturing in Australia, then make sure it is a subsidy and that it doesn't affect the pricing of particularly important supply chain goods for the green economy. I mean, we don't want unnecessarily high cost renewable energy.
And he says we need to be selective.
Early government support for industries where Australia has a comparative advantage. That's things like green iron, green urea, green polysilicon, things that are really energy intensive.
Intensive work to get to net zero.